Good day. It is September the 2nd, and today we're going to continue in Judges 19, doing verses 23 through 26, and Proverbs 2. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. Today we're going to begin Judges 19, or we're going to do Judges 19, verses 23 through 26. Now, the next few days, I got to warn you, may trigger some people. It has sexual assault in it, rape, death, and total indifference by those who are supposed to care. So in the next couple of days, be warned, it might get graphic for you. I'm not going to do the graphic part now, well, until I start reading, and then that's when the graphic part comes. Okay. Verse 23, the old man stepped outside to talk with them. My brothers, don't do such an evil thing, for this man is a guest in my house, and such a thing would be shameful. 24, here, take my virgin daughter and this man's concubine. I will bring them out to you, and you can abuse them and do whatever you like. But don't do such a shameful thing to this man. 25, but they wouldn't listen to him. So the Levite took his concubine and pushed her out the door. The men of the town abused her all night, taking turns, raping her until morning. Finally, at dawn, they let her go. 26, at daybreak, the woman returned to the house where her husband was staying. She collapsed at the door of the house and lay there until it was light. As I said, this is a disgusting thing. 23, the old man stepped outside to talk with him. No, my brothers, don't do such an evil thing, for this man is my guest in my house, and such a thing would be shameful. He is honor-bound to protect that guest, even at the cost of his life. There's moral insensitivity on the townspeople's part. It's an outrage against the laws of nature. Here, take my virgin daughter and this man's concubine. I will bring them out to you, and you can abuse them and do whatever you like. But don't do such a shameful thing to this man. As the host, he was honor-bound to protect him. That was one of his duties. And so he's willing to have his daughter raped and the concubine raped in order to accomplish that. That's a lot like what happened in Sodom and Gomorrah, only these. 25. Again, a warning. They wouldn't listen to him, so the Levite took hold of his concubine and pushed her out the door. The men of the town abused her all night, taking turns raping her until the morning. Finally, at dawn, they let her go. If that host is immoral, this Levite is worse. He pushes his own concubine or wife, depending on how you look at it, out the door for them. Granted, our standards don't apply. 26. At daybreak, the woman returned to the house where her husband was staying. She collapsed at the door of the house and lay there until it was light. So they let her go after they were finished with her. And she walked and crawled back, and she was so exhausted, so beat up, so abused, that she collapsed at the door of the place where he was staying. Proverbs 2. My son, if thou receive my words and lay up my commandments with thee, so that thou make thine ear to attend unto wisdom, and thy heart incline to discernment. Yea, if thou call for understanding, and lift up thy voice for discernment, if thou seek her as silver, and search her out as for hid treasure. You have to look for wisdom and knowledge and discernment. You have to call for it from God. He's the only source. You have to search like it was a hidden treasure. Once you do all this, then shalt thou understand the fear of Yahweh and find the knowledge of Elohim. If you do all those things, then you will be wise. 6. For the Yahweh giveth wisdom, and out of his mouth cometh knowledge and discernment. 7. He layeth sound wisdom for the upright, as a shield to them that walk in integrity, that he may guard the paths of justice and preserve the way of his holy ones. He protects you. Then thou shalt understand righteousness and justice and equity, yea, every good path. For wisdom shall enter thy heart, and knowledge shall be pleasant unto thy soul. Discretion shall watch over thee, discernment shall guard thee, to deliver thee from the way of evil, and from men that speak froward things, who leave the path of uprightness to walk in the ways of darkness, who rejoice to do evil and delight in the frowardness of evil, who are crooked in their ways and perverse in their paths, to deliver thee from the strange woman, even from the alien woman that maketh smooth her words. This can be man or woman. Oily words, smooth words, con artist, sweet talker, playa. To forsake the Lord of her youth and forget the covenant of her Elohim. 18. For her house sinketh down unto death, her paths unto the shades. 19. None that go unto her return, neither do they attain unto the paths of life. If you go down that way, you're there. You're dead. 20. That thou mayest walk in the way of good men and keep the paths of the righteous. For the upright shall dwell in the land, and the wholehearted shall remain in it. And 22. But the wicked shall be cut off from the land, and the faithless shall be plucked up out of it. I hope you've been blessed by these words. May the Lord richly bless you. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, or if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. And remember, Jesus loves you, and he does, and so do I, and I do. God bless.